Hello users, and welcome to another episode of Flicks Done Quick. And on this episode, I will be tackling the 5th season of Breaking Bad. And I am now done Breaking Bad again for my second rewatch. And I appreciate the 5th season a lot more than I did the first time around. But my main criticism of season 5 is that it seems like things happen too fast. Like the timeline of okay, so compare season 1, where like a week in Breaking Bad universe, a week takes so long. It's so many episodes. Like the days are more drawn out. And just things happen more at a slower pace and you get more story and more depth. My main problem with season 5 of Breaking Bad is I feel like they rushed it. I feel like they spent so much time building up Walter White as like the big badass, right? And they didn't spend enough time with him being the big badass. So like the big moment is when he's like confronting those biker fuckers and he's like, say my name and all that kind of shit. And it's like, oh man, this guy's epic. He's like an evil fucking maniacal, meth kingpin, right? But then like it's just like they do a few they do those like musical interludes where they're counting money and they're fucking cooking and all that kind of stuff, and then it's just over. I feel like they could have done. I don't know anything about the production, but I feel like they probably could have dealt with like one more season of them just being in charge, because I feel like it's just they spent so much time getting fucked over in like season 1 and 2 especially, and then in 3 and 4 with the Fring kind of escapades. I feel like they deserved more time and like the limelight of being like the winners. And like that's my main complaint. Other than that very critical main complaints, I feel like it's good. There's lots of good moments in season 5. Well, first of all, season 5 is kind of like it basically is like what happens after Fring for like the first half. And you also have some time skipping. So, like, on the first episode, they show his 52nd birthday, which is a year and some change after the end of season 4. And he's, like, looking like raggedy, he's gonna die and all that kind of stuff. He looks like a fucked up motherfucker. And then, like, as season 5 progresses, you get more time skip stuff, which is pretty cool. I really like the finale. The finale is probably the best part of season 5. Like, there's so many good moments in season 5, but the finale is just so good. I just wish that they spent more time with, like, the Nazi characters, especially. Like, I don't, like, the fact that the Nazi characters were, like, what kind of, like, fucked everyone over at the end, like, killing Hank and all that kind of stuff, and, like, stealing all of his money. I feel like they just should have had more build up. Like, they should have been, you should have had like a few more episodes with them as primary characters, because really the only character that was relevant in that whole clique was Todd, and like his relevance was pretty short. Like, he killed a kid for like almost no reason, and it was just like, oof, this guy's a fucked up motherfucker. But then like a few episodes later, he's like the main villain. But, like, it's not him, it's, like, his uncle. But, like, his uncle only showed up, like, once. It's just, I don't know, I feel like they rushed it. It feels rushed. But even with that, like, there's still a lot of good moments. Like, when Hank finally finds out that Walt is Heisenberg, that's good confrontation. It reminds me a lot of Dexter, which is another one of my favorite shows. I want to do some of these reviews on Dexter at some point. Dexter's fantastic. Where, like, you spend so much time like wrapped up in the main character's secret, and then when other characters finally find out, it's just like earth-shattering, because like you're like, oh no, because the entire series is built around that secret, maintaining a secret, you know what I mean? So when that finally gets revealed, it's pretty cool, and I think they did that right. Everything feels good about season 5 except for the length, and like it's weird because I think season 5 is the longest season too. I don't know, like I said, I think it could, like, that story could have been divided into a 5th and 6th season rather than just being a slightly elongated season 5. I just feel like they rushed a little bit too much. But from what we did get, it's pretty good. Jesse being like a rat and betraying Hank, my tripod is fucking up, it's sad. It's really sad, honestly. And I don't know how I feel about that part. Closing a window here, one sec. I don't know how I feel about that part entirely. I mean, Jesse throughout the whole series is known to be, like, off the handle, like, not logical. But, I mean, I don't know. It's a little bit awkward. It's a little awkward. Saul's pretty good in season 5. I like Saul. He's cool. Yeah. I really like the ending. I really like Walt Jr. Walt Jr., I think, is just the unsung hero of Breaking Bad. I didn't really pay attention to him at all during my first viewing of the series, because, like, there's so much else going on. I'm sorry, my tripod, I need to get a new one. There's so much else going on that, like, you just kind of don't pay attention to Walt Jr. because he's just in the background, but he really is, like, the most tragic character. Because, like, even Skylar, you know, she's a stupid fucking cunt, she's a bitch, and, she, like, goes with the scheme. Like, there's really no other character that's, like, just truly 100% innocent other than Walt Jr. Like, you have Marie, she's like a klepto cunt. I don't know where that went, by the way. Like, they didn't really give that any sort of conclusion to the kleptomaniac stuff. You have Hank, who's just kind of like a big bravado macho man, like, I'm gonna punch you in the face kind of guy. He flies off the handle a lot. You have Jesse, who's like, you know, Jesse's kind of innocent, but, like, at the same time, he does kill people. You know, he is kind of stupid. And then you have, you know, all the other characters, they're fucking irrelevant. But Walt Jr. is just, like, sad. And especially at the end, when, like, Walt goes to the house, and then, like, after Walt knows about it, or Walt Jr. knows about it, and then, like, he finally realizes that his dad's a monster. That whole scene is just like, oof, that's good stuff. And it's just really sad. Walt Jr. is a really good character. Especially the phone call at the end where Walt calls him from, like, the bar in New Hampshire. That part's really good. Yeah, I really like season 5. I just wish, maybe this is a more series complaint, but I do wish that Breaking Bad had a 6th season and that they spent more time developing Walt's, like, leader ego. I also want to say that the kill from Mike, nah, that's stupid. I forgot to mention that. I almost ended this without mentioning. The way Mike is killed, I mean, like, I like it conceptually, like, Walt getting angry and killing him for, like, no reason. I like it conceptually, but again, it doesn't feel right because there wasn't enough time spent between those two characters where, like, they reconcile, at least on a business level. There's just not much time spent between them where, like, you can really feel that kind of emotion going on. It's just kind of like, oh, this is happening, you know what I mean? I just wish they spent more time developing that whole section. Like, it's just weird. Like, they did that big train heist, and then, like, almost immediately afterward, everyone wants to quit. I don't know. It's just, the pacing is just weird. That's that's my review of season 5. I really like it. I like it a lot, but I think it's rushed. So maybe there's some reason why. I'm going to be honest, I've never looked it up. But maybe there's a reason why it feels rushed. I don't know. But that's my take on Breaking Bad season 5. Yeah, so that's all I got for now. Thank you for watching. I'll probably be doing more of these series reviews where I do each and every season of, like, a TV series, because I think that's pretty fun. So if you liked the whole Breaking Bad stuff, I might do more. Yeah.